Hello, everybody. How are you? And welcome back to another episode of Let's Walk. Here I am, poop in hand, outside the Grim Gate. And yeah, night's coming. Not ideal. But hey, let's have a walk around, shall we? Oh, and get out a third person. That's better. So, Grim Gate still looking grim and gate like. There are very few beds. Beds are a premium in this build. Oh, can warm ourselves by the fire. Or even more so. Now, I do get lost in this build quite easily. So, you're going to have to cut me a bit of slack. That's the north. Oh. Now, over here, when it's morning, um, I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Oh, horrible. Horrible, vile creatures. Let's get up here. Right, let's go to the top of the tower and check out what's going on. It's a fair old track. Now, buttocks like steel. The skybox in this game's great. I love it. So, right, that's north. Why was that? Horrible POS. Down that way, wasn't he? Yeah. With his polluting glow. Right, let me go and find a bed. Oh, get me off this ladder. Right, let's find a bed. Let's not kill ourselves jumping down. Somewhere there's a bed. Guys, it's going to be morning before I get to a bed. Sorry about this. It's a bit convoluted. How do I get it this way? Okay. No. Asymmetrical builds, they do my head in. One of these. Surely one of these. No. Yes. Night time. Bed at last. Yeah, we'll have that. Okay. F. Oh, okay. Right. So, sorry about that. Oh, we're up. No more waking up in bed. Right. Let's get out of this place. This is the fastest way out, and we're going south. That's where we're going. By Grimgate. You massive darkness. Yeah, let's grab a sword, not poop. So how's everyone been? If you're liking these videos, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I just can't take myself seriously saying that. But, you know, rules is rules. Rules is most definitely rules. Right, so we're heading off to the outpost. There's been some changes. Not that the prospect of doing interiors in a village or a castle made me want to come and do something completely different. No, not that. Not that at all. I'm sure. God, if horses weren't so broken, you'd definitely be hitting the horses. But I'm still not super keen on teleports because I just don't, just not feeling the teleport. I like the journey. And to be completely honest with you, wouldn't be much of a Let's Walk series if you had a teleport everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Right, as you can probably see from here, yeah, things have escalated somewhat. These guys can't see me. I'm invisible. Oh, which is just as well, because there's a massive fucking bear there. Given the proximity of where I decided to build the outpost to that camp there, a bunch of skelly warriors there, and a huge skelly outpost there, thought we needed to up our game a little bit, especially as this path pretty much took you near enough through that camp, which wasn't my best idea. I built the path before I built the outpost. What can I tell you? Now, here we are. We're in the outpost. The sort of outer element of the outpost. This tower overlooks the, what are they called? Trorks. So yeah, this overlooks them, keeps them in check, makes them quake in their boots. I'm sure of it. Now, let's just jump down this way. Right, we're out. Nice little courtyard, going to be hustly and bustly. Lots of stuff going on. A mine, complete with like winches and all of that stuff. This is definitely work in progress. To be continued. Lots more needs to be done to that. Oh, this is quite a cool little building. Let's go and have a look here. Right. I like the roof. Like some World War II aircraft hangar. but it's got, for what is a small building, it's got a great sense of sort of space and light and everything. So I think this is definitely going to be like a big meeting room. I think we should have like a raised area here, so we can make plans for our raids. This gets into the tower, goes straight across, goes to the gatehouse, all of that. Gatehouse, pretty much seen. This little ladder thing gets you up onto the walls. And this will take you all the way around, to there. Right, anyway, over this way, baby rabbit. I don't think I've seen a baby rabbit before. Is that a baby rabbit or a female rabbit? I'm not going to even contemplate what's going on there. Don't think anyone needs to know. There's just know this. There will be thousands of rabbits. Oh, nice little arch. Love an archway. Just any excuse to build something that is an archway. Now, the whole thought of this is, you know, like medieval castles, they funnel enemies. So if the enemies break through into this area and they actually want to get to the like central outpost, the keep, they're all going to like come piling around, but they're all going to get squeezed in here and then squeezed in here and all going to be like shot at from up there. And then this is the gatehouse supported by both those two towers. And in here, there's been quite a few changes. I think this is going to be a temple. Just, you know, so you can do a bit of praying before you go into battle. I decided to keep and accentuate the roots from the tree above, because I think that's quite a cool tree. And when I was digging that out, I noticed all the roots, so I've kind of just leaned into that and filled it up full of roots. So this, I think, is going to be, just quiet contemplation before battle. This will be a stable, definitely a work in progress, but a stable, because you'll notice how tall the doorways are. We've got a horse gate in there. Oh, there's horse gates everywhere, like all horse gates. Apart from here, but then no horses in buildings. Nobody needs to bring a horse into a building. It's unnecessary. Okay. It's been a long time since I've been in this tower. Yeah. So that's a really like big and active area for the skellies. So yeah, that was why I built the outpost. And then I noticed that there was another one just there. So you've got a couple of Trorks and a couple of Skellies just there. Brilliant neighbourhood. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, I thought that led somewhere. It doesn't. Still my favourite room. Still my favourite room in anywhere that I've built, I think. Love that room. But this isn't where we go, is it? Cross here. That's it. Along the... what would you call that? A colonnade? A pathway. Along the pathway. Now, this whole staircase situation here, out of control. I mean, I built it and I get lost. But there you can see, this is going to be our battlefield. I guess little storage rooms down the side here. But yeah, this room is a little complicated in terms of your ins and outs. Can have a look over the sort of courtyard, what I've built so far. But it makes more sense to me. Makes more sense to me now. So I kind of like it. Kind of like it because of the sense what it does make. Right, so if we keep going down here and then keep going down, and that's where we throw the baddies. This allows us out into the rock outcrop. It's the horse doors. And then into this room that I've like probably half an hour ago. I just dug this out. Not quite sure what I want to put in it, but I think something probably quite functional, especially as it's kind of pretty close to the two towers. Yeah. So that's where we walked over. If it's all a bit confusing, I do apologise, and I can completely sympathise. Completely sympathise. So if this place is set up to, like, as a place for a raid, what's going on there? Sorry. Let's pick up the poop. Be far less threatening. Right, so if this place is set up for a raid, so we can do raids on, like, all the different mobs, then we're going to be getting a lot of loot from said mobs. And what am I looking at? That's very odd. That is very odd. So anyway, I think that like this area here is just going to be those salvager workbenches. So just dedicated to like scrapping all the stuff that you get from raids to break it down to its constituent resources. And I think that would be quite cool. It's a, it's a bit all over the place, this build. It's like I knew I wanted it out of marble, and I knew I wanted it to have a design sort of coherence with the palace, so it looks like, you know, the same people that built the palace built this place. However, I wanted it to be a lot more functional in terms of its, like, its purpose, its job. It's here to be a military building, and so I don't know. It kind of sits between the two. I don't think it looks military enough. I think it looks a little bit messy, but nowhere near decorative or beautiful enough. Unlike, you know, the palace, which is proper decorative. Um, yeah, so the story of this place, not quite done. And that whole tower there and that whole tower there may need to be completely rethought, because that's just a festival of staircases. It just, you know, that's its only purpose, is a bunch of staircases. It's got one nice room in there. The rest are just fucking stairs. So, yeah, that's my dilemma with all of that. Yeah, it doesn't look brutal enough and doesn't look decorative enough, and it sits somewhere between the two and doesn't quite do it. Whereas Grimgate, as we saw before, that's, yeah, that's dark and imposing, and that's its job. Palace, very pretty. Uh, Midtown, very sort of like mid and quite medieval. Medieval. Whereas this place doesn't really know what it wants. The walls, I like the walls. Like the walls, I mean, it's just my usual design for a gatehouse. So, like all of that, that's not bad. That I'm just not sure about. Top of that's all right. Looks kind of castly. Yeah, I mean, top's castly, but that, not so much. Let's go and have a look from. Let's have a Skelly's eye view. There should be one, like, wandering around somewhere. No doubt. So, yeah, when you look at it, not meaning to be harsh, that's a mess. That is a proper mess. I need to have a really serious rethink of what's going on. I definitely don't like it. And all the problems start from that level. I think there, it's all great. Everything from there down, not a problem. Everything from there up, ugh, just not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Just looks lumpy and just messy. Lumpy, messy, unfinished. Deer seem to like it. And yet another frog. Yeah, just that bit there. Messy. Hello, little sheep. Yeah, this side I don't mind. Wolf, don't you go eating them sheep. And with this one, I'd say I don't mind it up to there. It's just the towers. That tower, not too bad. Not too bad. The middle bit is a bit. Yeah, the middle bit's not great. I've got issues. Oh, I've got all muddy feet now. This tower. I don't mind this tower. I mean, it's not doing anything fancy, is it? Oh, yeah. Had a little play around with trapdoor placement. Oh, I don't think that worked. Gonna be getting rid of them. This tower, yeah, fine. Kind of does what it says on the tin. So that's the next one. Definitely the next one. Taking those towers down, rebuilding the lot. Oh, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be super ugly. Anyway, I thought I'd show you what I've been getting on with. Let's get on with walking. So let's do some walking. Follow this little path. Wait. Oh. They really need to sort the water out. I mean, it's just, yeah. They need to sort the water out. Just going to leave that. Such a cool game. If the water mechanics work better, that would really help it. Flags, water mechanic, smoke, working horses. That would be brilliant. Where's the music? Hold on a sec. Oh. Oops. I did just turn it up, didn't I? Yeah. Like, yeah, as we're approaching, like Grimgate, you instantly see that it's kind of looking grim. You know you're not going to like the comedy club at Grimgate. Oh, hello, music. Where have you been? Sorry I turned you down. Also, think about Grimgate. on this side of it, there's no door. There's only like one gate. And I feel that the architecture, let's turn off the HUD. Let's turn off my HUD. Like, the architecture looks a little bit like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't go in there. So it didn't need a door, because the architecture was the door. Yeah. And these are the only doors that aren't horse doors, but I like them. I really like them. So, yeah, sorry. I'm not sure I want to horse door this one. We're going to have to. Unless they get some leash or something like that. Or, like, give the player the ability to duck. Because these are the big doors. These are the we're not messing around doors. The 4x4 doors. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. Not sure I want to go messing it around. Anyway. Oh, is it getting nighttime already? Dag nabbit. I'm just coming out here just so I can turn around and look back and go, yeah. That looks quite imposing. That looks so pretty. With the, so I'm going to call them command blocks, but they're not command blocks. Like the volume control, whatever they're called, might actually do a drawbridge. So, like, when a player enters here, like, this kind of animates out or something. Just, you know, chunk, 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 chunk. And then when a player like reaches here. Yeah, so when a player reaches here, it sort of like opens up the gap. Player reaches here, closes the gap. And then on the opposite side, player reaches here, closes the gap. But player reaches here, opens the gap. And mobs won't trigger it, only players. So that might be pretty cool. That could be the first legitimate use that I thought of for doing that. That lighting glitch is still there. Nothing down there. Absolutely nothing. Don't know why I went. But yeah, that was my thought on those new. What are they called? Player volume? Player something? You know the thing that I'm talking about. You do it in creative. And it does. So I need to do a bit of research and find out just exactly what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. And I think that is probably the first proper use case that I have for using them. God, the long and winding road. Yeah, we'll head back to Midtown quickly. We're not that far. We can get there before it's proper dark. Because nobody wants to see that. I love all these fireflies. Oh. Natural cave. Or natural archway. Me and archways. Got a bit of an archway problem. Right, okay. Right, we've made it to the temple. And yes, I got lost. So we're as good as home. Oh, we can see it. Get around this corner, we'll be fine. You know what these buildings are. Just by looking at them, I'm really going to have to completely demolish those towers over there. Well, tell me what you think. Am I being a bit harsh? Am I not being harsh enough? Yeah, they're gonna have to go. They're really gonna have to go. This is somewhere else without any gates. A lot of beds though. A lot of beds, of which I'm gonna make use of at least one of them. Oh, and I'm going to turn my HUD on. Look, yeah, sauce. Sorry that you have to see that. Look away. There we go. Let's oh. Yeah, sure. We'll have that one. Sleeping with me sword. And so, yeah, we're up. We're up and at 'em. Nothing's changed here. I've been, building all this stuff at the outpost. Only to realise, whilst making this video, that I'm going to have to demolish a significant amount of it. Just going to have to bite that bullet. Let's look at something nice. Let's go and have a look inside the temple. Just because I need reassurance that I can build nice things. Because the more I think about it, those towers are just awful. Like lumpy loads of crap. Oh, see, this is pretty. This is pretty. This makes sense. Right. Okay, seen enough. seen enough where's that? I'm gonna just completely demolish the top of those buildings and start again. Like, this is a way more complex build, but it feels so much more coherent. Like, they kind of make sense. I can't really see anything. There's a building in the way. But do you know what I mean? It just it just kind of works. Definitely to be continued on Spawn. They need sorting. Hey mate, how you doing? Right. On our way to see Bandit Bush. It's just about the right amount of distance as well. Far enough for it to feel like a journey, but short enough so it's not quite an ordeal. Right, is this place a mess? Am I... Oh, I'm going to be second guessing myself all the time. Right, this is my design for the gatehouse. I really like this design, which is why I repeat it over and over and over. But this all feels a bit posh, doesn't it? This is like my viewing platform. We'll go up there in a bit. Let's not even go that way. Let's go this way. So this is like really complicated, but it kind of all works. There's all of these buildings. Like, they have got interiors and downstairs and everything. Oh, got defeated by a spiral staircase. Little sleeping quarters. Little passageway that goes underneath and round to the next building. Excuse me. Hey. Okay. Then this courtyard. The walls. Definitely, like, they're not messing around, those walls. Yeah, it's far less bitty. Even though it's ridiculously complex, it's far less bitty. Yeah, I'm going to take you up the viewing platform. I need to get rid of the poop and bring this ladder in. No, I'm going to keep the poop. Ah, little mouse. Should be able to jump up on that. Oh, good. There we go. There's an artist, or there was an artist, called Brancusi, who used to make towers, weird towers. I'm not sure, it's like a modernist artist, Brancusi, and his towers. This is very much like a Brancusi tower. I never really liked the stuff that he did much, but I've like copied it a few times in various bits and pieces over the years. And yeah, how weird. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. What the hell? Okay, well, I think I may have done something a bit wrong there. Call me perceptive. Oh. Maybe just a little carried away. What a shocker. Well, there's no end of fun. No end of fun in a Let's Walk video. This is the Let's Climb video variation. Can you sprint climb? Yeah, you can. Sprint climbing. Here we go. Right, you're just going to have to go for a minute. Right, here we are. Oh, let's get rid of the HUD again. This will probably result in me falling over the edge. Right, this is quite messy. Yeah. To me, it makes so much more sense than those stupid towers. So all the jousting stuff and all of that stuff, we'll kind of leave that be. Factory, that's kind of on its own for the time being. But yeah, that stuff there, the whole jousting thing, doesn't really count. And the village and all the mess out there, that doesn't really count. These are all sort of ancillary. I think the secret garden is probably the only build that just doesn't make sense in there. But the rest kind of does. I mean, I really like the Temple of the Golden Tree. But it's so very different from everything that it's just out on its own. But to me, this makes sense. This works. Other stuff, nah. Just not cutting it. Not cutting it at all. So yeah, over there, wherever it is, Outpost, those towers are going. Right, let's do it. Hi guys, Wow, this episode is going on for ages. Way too long. Way too long an episode. Sorry about that. Been wittering on and chastising myself for horrible architecture. So, yeah, this building here just looks a bit. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's probably why I hid it with a lot of trees. Oh, fucking horses. No, bugger off, mate. I think they're chasing me. Let's have a look inside this place. I mean, it is very different. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. What a fucking poncy thing to say. I think it works. I think it's an interesting building, which is essentially just a bunch of walls, 4 walls. But I do like it. Maybe I should have buried it. There's a thought. Maybe this should be a pit rather than a building that's sort of surface level. Maybe surface level should be at the top here, and this is a pit, and that would make us so much more sense with all the water, wouldn't it? Talking about water, appear to have fallen in. Oh, right, you got me thinking. Maybe we make a backup world first. But that buried. Yeah, do let me know in the comments. Because I have hidden it by trees. You can't really see it. And it. Ooh. The more I think of it, the more I like that vibe. Just sink the whole thing. Like, boom. That much. Of course, it'll need ornate staircases to get down to it. And as you know, that is mostly what I build. Anyway, I'm going to dice with death here. And let's do the whole third person thingy. What? I've got the wrong buttons. Back to the poop. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, yeah, have a wonderful, time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and take care. All right, bye.